Hi everyone, good morning. My name is Tochiko and I'm going to show you how I caught a 7-hour trade or 7 hour in just 2 trades last week on EURCAD. So the first thing I do is I go on the weekly time frames to draw my support and resistance levels and then change the chart type to lines because I use that so I can be able to mark the body of the candles alone and not the wicks. So as you can see, there's one here, there's another one here, another one here on this zone here, and here, and another one here, also another one here as well. And then that's all I do. Then I go on the daily, change this back to candles. So daily is for finding that my directional bias. Directional bias is basically using market structure to find the next possible target and basically your bias. So if you know your target, you obviously know your bias automatically. So how do I find that? We're going to use the market structure. So I'm just going to grab this tool. And from here, you can see markets creating higher low, higher high, 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 higher low. And the next thing here is going to happen is market's going to create a new high. So, and it's going to break this already existing high here, which has been happening here, to maintain the uptrend. But if market doesn't break this high and it comes down to break this low here, this higher low, we know is a market structure shift. So now that we know that this is the next target, we know that we are bullish. So we'll keep buying until we break this target here or till we get here. So I go to the 4-hour time frame to find. So on the daily as well, I still find my POI. So I find my POIs on the 4-hour or the daily. And on this daily, I already marked a breaker block, which is this one here. So this breaker block was mitigated twice, was used to create this high here, and came down and created this other high. So I used this one as a sort of engineered liquidity for this new high that's going to be created now. Inducement. And then it's going to break this high here. So let's go back to a lower time frame. Let's see 1 hour. So we can see it clearly. So this was when the market came back to the POI and induced the other buyers. Now, this move happened last 2 weeks. There was a market structure shift here. If you look closely, so inducement is the first pullback after a break of structure. So this happened, and then this breaker here on the 1 hour time frame was mitigated, and then it sold both up until this resistance zone. After this resistance zone, it came back. So that is why I added the support and resistance levels to my system. So in the past, I'll usually just buy from any POI and hold it up until I get this overall target, but it made me have lots of break even and lots of losses. Like, for example, if I had held this buy up until the overall target, I would have been stopped out here. See, below my stop loss even. So I just held it close to this. I had to take profit. I had one here at 2.4 hour, take profit one, another one here. And at least I went to the I came back home. I had a 3 hour on this trade because I took my profits. It didn't even get this high here because the normal thing is to target the next high, but it didn't get there. Instead, you'd have been stopped out. So yeah, market does that a lot. So what I just learned is just to use support and resistance level to find my take profits as my draw on liquidity. So there are different draws on liquidity. There's the recent high or recent low. There's trend line liquidity. There's a lot basically. So back to my trade last week. That's just last 2 weeks. So when price came down there, it did a market structure shift. Let's go on the 30 minutes. There's a structure shift here. The structure shift there. This high was broken. Inducement happened. But I just marked it here because price later came here it came and broke this low. So inducement happened here and then my buy was triggered. This was one position I took. And then if you go on the 15 minutes, just to confirm, I went in the 15 minutes and saw another market structure shift here and then an inducement here. And then I put my stops below here. This was a 3-hour trade to target the next support and resistance level. I didn't want to target here because I wasn't sure because of the last trade. So I just targeted the next resistance level, and it was a 3-hour trade. So I was like, yeah, sure, it's fine. I can live with that. But after price broke it, you see, price didn't get there immediately. It didn't even get to this high. It got there, came back to my break even here. But luckily I didn't set break even. And then went and broke it aggressively, created a new high, which now gave me another chance for entry. So when this double break of structure when this double break of structure happened, an inducement was also created here. So inducement is basically the first pullback after a break of structure. So there's a break of structure here. There's a break of structure here. Break of this structure. After I broke it, broke this structure, and then came back and gave us another inducement. And then this was the breaker block I used. Breaker block is basically a failed order block. So in the lower, like people who don't use higher time frame biases will just come and see, break of structure, inducement, and then they'll try to sell here but be stopped out. But that's like a breaker block for for us, breaker block to us, and then this was triggered. This buy here was triggered, and then it bought aggressively as well up until this resistance zone here. It was like a 4.3, and then it kept going up until, let's go to higher time frame, let's see 1 hour. It kept going up until the next support and resistance level. Like, it just came here and bounced back. So it's trying to get more people to buy to break this resistance zone here. So it came back. So for next week, all I'm gonna do is go on a lower time frame, wait for a structure shift to happen here. Wait for a structure shift to happen here and an inducement, and I'll take this buy up until this zone here. And I plan to keep buying until this target here is broken or is reached. I might even stop buying at this resistance zone because on the daily, I think on the daily, it's just like a week, and if it's not a week, I'm gonna keep buying, but if it's a week, I might just stop. Yeah, see where look at this area here is risky to me, so I don't think I want to keep buying from here to here. But if I see opportunities from here up until here, this would be my take profit, and this will be my take profit if I see any buys from this area here. So yeah, that's basically it. So to conclude what I said, what I used to trade or how I trade is support and resistance levels, market structure, which I explained, POI, which is OB and BB, that's order block and breaker block, and then liquidity, which is inducement, and directional bias. So there's reason to why I use all of this, and in the coming videos I will explain them further. I hope this was helpful. Thank you.